What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another news video. Now, the first week of the Wednesday Night War is over, but there's lots of wrestling news to report. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at your wrestling news for 3rd October 2019, including CM Punk's confirmed status with WWE, AEW Surprise Signing, early AEW Numbers, a title tweak, a new AEW Stable, and heat on Hulk Hogan. Let's get straight into the first story as we look at AEW's Surprise Signing. Fans tuning into AEW Dynamite were surprised to see Bellator MMA fighter Jake Hager, who worked in the WWE as Jack Swagger, show up at the show's conclusion, laying out a number of baby faces. Hager, whose work in Bellator has earned him accolades, he's currently 2-0, was last seen wrestling for Lucha Underground, and his AEW debut caught some off guard. However, AEW President Tony Khan discussed how Hager has been signed to AEW for some time. You know what's pretty cool about secret keeping is that Jake's been signed for a really long time, Khan said. Jake's been signed to us for a really long time now. Jake can clearly keep a secret and so can we. For quite a while now, Jake was signed. It's something we've been planning for. He moved his camp to accommodate this, but he's also still in training and has a good schedule with that. The AEW schedule with Wednesdays allows him to make Wednesday the off day so he can train Friday to Tuesday, and that's what Jake's doing right now. Next up, some early AEW numbers. Everyone is anxious to see what the ratings are for AEW Dynamite and NXT, but Dave Meltzer thinks some overnight numbers on a streaming service suggest a strong showing by AEW. Dave Meltzer checked the streaming numbers for PlayStation Vue, using it to forecast the overall numbers for AEW versus NXT. I got PlayStation Vue numbers, and granted this is a very small sample group, and perhaps by the nature of the sample group it's gonna skew toward AEW, and it did. But AEW did have over triple the viewers on PlayStation Vue than NXT, and actually was the third most watched show on television on PlayStation Vue. Like Dave noted, this is obviously not going to be a definitive number, so by no means should you think AEW had more viewers than NXT at this point. Official numbers will probably be released tomorrow. Next up, a title tweak. Looks like the WWE is tweaking the name of its Cruiserweight Championship, as a recent tweet by WWE NXT announced. Next week, the Cruiserweight title will be defended when Drew Gulak battles Lio Rush on USA Network. What was interesting was that NXT was placed next to the Cruiserweight Championship, leading Ringside News' Felix Upton to deduce the title's name is being modified. Whether that's officially the case has not been yet confirmed. Next up, a new AEW Stable. According to PW Insider, the wrestlers who laid out the Young Bucks, Cody and Dustin Rhodes, will form a new heel stable comprised of Chris Jericho, Santana Ortiz, Sammy Guevara, and Jake Hager. Next up is the heat on Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan has been making a number of appearances on WWE television, whether it was his appearance on the season premiere of Raw, or his scheduled appearance for the Fox premiere of Friday Night SmackDown. The Hulkster was put into a high-profile match when it was announced on Raw that he would captain a 5-man team to take on a 5-man team captained by Nature Boy Ric Flair at 31st October's Crown Jewel show. Rumour has it that the Hogan Flair segment was a popular one, but there's a downside to Hogan's presence. Apparently, Hogan isn't welcomed by everyone in the company. A recent tweet by Tom Collihu stated, "To my knowledge, there are still multiple roster members who are unhappy with the continued use of Hulk Hogan in the WWE. More than one have openly refused to work with him, and that has largely been respected. We could see more names refusing a Saudi Arabia appearance." While Hogan has repeatedly apologized for his racist remarks, he's also been exiled from the WWE and reinstated. The WWE has had assorted public relations problems related to it doing business in Saudi Arabia, yet continues working with the Saudi government. Thus, it comes as no surprise it does whatever it wants when it comes to Hulk Hogan. And our top story for today, CM Punk's WWE status confirmed. With CM Punk still wrestling's hottest free agent, it makes sense that he's at the top of the news anytime his name comes up, and granted it's come up quite a lot. While Punk's status as an in-ring competitor has been uncertain, we do know he's auditioned for FS1's WWE Backstage studio show, and now there's more news straight from Punk himself. During an appearance on Collider Live, Punk was asked whether he auditioned for WWE Backstage, with Punk replying, "Yeah, I did it. I'm very much in a position where, well, come talk to me. I'm open to anything. If they come to me with, hey, we want you to wrestle, I'll say, I'm not interested. Punk would be a valuable addition to the show and give it some star power. But while Punk's comments state a return to the ring is out of the picture, you can be sure the WWE will continue throwing wheelbarrows of cash Punk's way, hoping to entice him back into the squared circle. But even though he won't step into the ring, perhaps he will don a suit and pick up a microphone. As Dave Meltzer stated on the latest Wrestling Observer Radio, that Fox has now offered Punk the role as Renee Young's co-host for WWE Backstage. There's currently no word on when the signing is expected to be announced by WWE or Fox, or when Punk will begin working on the show. Triple H is also doing no favours by fueling rumours, as he was asked about Punk's audition with FS1. I've read about that as well, and to be clear, Fox is doing this show, and it's their show, and it's something that they're doing to talk about the WWE Universe and everything going on it. They have a long list of people that they've been interviewing, but as far for us, one of the things this company has shown over and over again is never say never. If the opportunity is right for everybody and it's right for our fans, then we're willing to put the past behind us and move forward. I would never say never, but that's also probably a long way from coming true. I don't know, that's a little bit outside my purview at the moment, but like I said, never say never. As for Punk wrestling in AEW, that seems less likely to happen, as during a phone interview with the New York Post, Nick Jackson, one of several executive vice presidents for AEW, commented on the prospect of Punk working for AEW and mentioned, "I think the ship has sailed on that one." While Jackson said the door to AEW is always open, the interview also contained comments from Cody, where he said that Punk did make us look like kind of dumbasses, saying we sent him a text offer. Could WWE announce this Friday that CM Punk has taken the job and he's coming back to the WWE? If so, that could be one of the biggest announcements in years. But what are your thoughts on the matter? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.